welcome to another episode of Insider Financial Talks Penny Stocks. Today we are going to be discussing CBD of Denver, CBDD on the OTC markets. But before we get into that, let's do a little housekeeping issues. We have no business relationship with any company whose stock is mentioned in this video. Insider Financial is not an investment advisor and does not provide investment advice. Always do your own research and make your own investment decisions or consult with your nearest financial advisor. This video is not a solicitation or recommendation to buy, sell, or hold securities. This video is meant for informational and educational purposes only and does not provide investment advice. With that out of the way, next step, go over and give our video a thumbs up button. Hit the subscribe button, the notification bell. You'll be notified when we publish a new video. Also, remember to leave any comments on your thoughts on CBDD or any stocks you'd like for us to take a look at. And also go over to signup.insiderfinancial.com, enter your email address. This is where we alert our subscribers. We give them our first notice before we go live on a article. For U.S. numbers, after you enter your email, you can also enter your mobile number to get our real-time SMS alerts. If you're outside the U.S., don't worry, you will still get all our email alerts. With that out of the way, let's go and dive into CBD of Denver. And this has just been another multi-bagger for Insider Financial and our subscribers. As we say in the new article, it's just been a stock picker's dream, especially in Q4. We have not seen this many 10, 20, 50, 100, 200 baggers in our 25 years of trading pennies. TSNP is the big boy. We got our subscribers in at 0008. Hit almost just shy of a quarter earlier this week. Since backed off slightly, but still looking good. ENZC has been a big winner. NEO and MMEDF are just some of the recent big winners. We wrote up CBD of Denver on November 17th when the stock closed at 0015. So this is our initial article, which went live on November 17th. You can go and read that on insiderfinancial.com. And then you go over here to the chart. And you see here on November 17th, it closed at 0.0015. We had issued an alert the previous week on CBDD when most of our subscribers, they had gotten in at 0.001. Those that got in on the alert, they have seen potential gains based on the high yesterday of 0.0328 of 3,180%. For those, that's a 30 bagger. Again, this has just been an incredible time for pennies. Our service, we were always looking, and we were getting the 100%, 200, 300, 400, 500%, runners for our subscribers. But, when now, we're getting these 1,000, 2,000, 5,000, 10,000% gainers. If a stock only runs, 300%, we're all disappointed. We're going to have to, at some point we're going to have to readjust our expectations, but for now, look, let's just enjoy it while it lasts, because folks, it never does. We're just in a unique time where things are running. A lot of money is coming into the OTC markets. It's the place to be right now, and we're going to milk it for everything we can. Make as much money as you can, then go buy that beach house. As we've said, small cap pennies on NASDAQ and NYSE, there's no follow through. There's just not the gains that we were seeing, in the summer. In this article, we're going to take a look at CBD of Denver. First of all, for those of you that are not familiar with the company, it is a full-line CBD and hemp oil company selling Black Pearl CBD hemp products, and the owner of the CBD social network. CBD of Denver, what's so special about them is that they offer a superior CBD product that is full spectrum without depending on THC to activate the benefits of cannabidiol. Black Pearl CBD has 0% THC, but is not an isolate where the THC is stripped from the product, rendering it ineffective. CBDD uses a proprietary technique, adding terpenes as the activation ingredient, resulting in a product that is the finest in the industry. What got the market moving earlier this week was the news that CBD just announced a Swiss pilot program to permit temporary production and distribution of marijuana. In June 2020, the lower house of Switzerland's Federal Assembly approved a bill for a 5-year pilot research program for the temporary production and distribution of cannabis to adults for recreational purposes. Marijuana Business Daily, which is one of the main news sources covering the marijuana space, reported that this could lead to the normalization of cannabis in Switzerland. The pilot program is intended to provide scientific arguments for a national debate on the opportunity to legally regulate cannabis for adult consumers. So they really want to move forward in Switzerland. And as CBDD said, if the pilot program is successful, CBD of Denver could dramatically benefit by using their expertise in CBD and the hemp industry to move into the very lucrative marijuana business in Switzerland. And what really prompted our first article, what really caught our eye was on CBD was just we viewed it as being extremely undervalued after the company reported Q3 results that showed revenues grew over 1,000% in the second quarter to 5.9 million, with gross profits of over 484,000. So this is a company that's growing, putting up big numbers, and these are the things that really drive a penny stock. A good, for those of you that are new to penny stocks, the first thing you want to look at, if you're looking at the fundamentals or the company, is there a story there? Is there a good story? Because, a good story is first and foremost what sells a penny stock to investors, and that's what raises awareness. So, this is not, that's the key. You got to understand in penny stocks. Penny stocks need awareness. There's thousands of them. They're not like Tesla, Elon Musk, where everybody's talking about them. They need to get out there, tell their story, and build a shareholder base. So, CBDD is in a hot sector. When they put up numbers like this really got the market's attention, got our attention. we alerted it, and then we went live with our article. We have over 100,000 subscribers, so a lot of our subscribers now are shareholders of CBDD. So this is it needs to capture the awareness of folks like Insider Financial. Then we tell people about it, and that's really how this market works. Um, we the latest article, we just reiterate some of the things that we discussed in our first article. For to give you background and make you more familiar with the company. CBDD has a working relationship with a Denver-based company to supply up to 2 tons of hemp per month to CBDD's Rockflower subsidiary. Their sourcing product from the United States gives Rockflower steady supply of high-grade hemp flower. They have been expanding at a rapid pace, and opening a supply chain from Denver is allowing them to broaden their sales base in Switzerland and throughout Europe. And that's the key, and that's one thing that we really like about CBD of Denver. The name says CBD of Denver, but they're really focused on moving product in Europe, where there's a lot less competition than in the US or Canada. So they're really at the forefront of a new emerging market, and that's really why a lot of people are paying attention. Driving the Q3 results were a deal that CBD of Denver signed over the summer. On June 30th, Rockflower, which Rockflower, for those, is one of the companies, one of CBD of Denver subsidiaries. They entered into an agreement for 24 months with a Swiss company for the sale of bulk CBD flower. The first purchase by the customer was signed on July 7th for 500 kilograms, which is more than half a ton, of hybrid indoor CBD flower. This one sale amounted to over 341,000 Swiss francs. They agreed to purchase an additional 1,000 kilograms per week for an initial 3-month trial period. Total revenue per week could exceed 680,000 Swiss francs, or 2.7 million Swiss francs per month. Another subsidiary is CBD Welt 24. They're expanding its production distribution of pollen and is currently looking to purchase a larger pollen extraction machine. Selling pollen has become a very profitable business for CBD of Denver. CBD Welt 24, it's not only selling raw pollen, but also pressing the pollen into blocks similar to hashish, only without the THC, and that's key. Gives it THC is the drug aspect, so there's a bigger market for it without the THC. CBD Welt 24 is still on track to harvest every month, and they're seeking to expand its operations. And looking at the numbers, biomass can be purchased for as little as 30,000 Swiss francs a ton. CBD of Denver, they can convert 1 ton of biomass into 200 to 250 kilogram of pollen, and then that pollen is sold for up to 450 Swiss francs a kilo. Once the pollen is extracted from the leftover biomass, it is converted into CBD oil. And then CBDD is already selling the pollen to its customers in Germany. CBD Welt 24 has leased a new indoor grow facility in Zurich. This facility has 40 1,000-watt lights and has room to support approximately 1,200 plants. The company expects the first harvest sometime this month. So everything is moving in the right direction. Let's see. On the Black Pearl CBD website, has 2 new products. The first product is a CBN/CBG gel cap, which will be sold in 30-count bottles. Reports show that this helps with sleep and relaxation. The second product is a CBD pain stick containing 3.8% full spectrum CBD. So that's the business side. Everything's going well there. But a part of the enthusiasm that we saw this week is just it's macro in nature. And when I say macro, is that there's a lot of bullishness surrounding the cannabis space. And what happens, all the big players that are in, True Leaf, GTBIF, Aurora, Canopy, you name it, they all go looking for these sub penny stocks, and they're all moving as sympathy plays. So, that's the second reason why we're seeing a big move here in CBD of Denver. And a lot of this is we're seeing, it's the changing landscape. Market sentiment now is shifted towards the bulls. And a big part of this enthusiasm surrounds, the upcoming Biden-Harris administration. Vice President-elect Kamala Harris, she said on the debate stage that the Biden-Harris administration is in favor of cannabis legalization on the federal level. And then on Friday, the Democratic-controlled House of Representatives passed legislation legalizing marijuana at the federal level. This is the first time either Chamber of Commerce has ever voted on the matter. This is significant. This is huge news. Now, it will most likely not pass the McConnell-controlled Senate, but the fact is that it's inevitable. It's moving in the right direction, and what we liked about it was Congressman Matt Gaetz of Florida. He was one of a handful of Republicans to vote for the legislation, and he was the only Republican. He co-sponsored the bill. He said on the House floor that the bill was necessary because current federal prohibitions on marijuana constrains the states. And as we say in the article, noteworthy is that Gaetz is that True Leaf Cannabis, which is one of the largest multi-state operators in the U.S., which we have called best in its class, is a company in his district. So what we're going to see, is we're going to see pressure at the state level to their congressmen, to their senators, to vote for federal legalization of marijuana. It's coming. And with Biden in the White House, if they can push the Senate to pass the bill, Biden will sign it. So this is great news. And we just saw in the November elections 4 more states pass marijuana legalization measures. This brings the total number of states with legal marijuana use for adults to 15. Medical marijuana is now legal in 36 states. There's only 14 states where it's not legal, which again is impressive. And Biden himself, he's called for the decriminalization of marijuana and the expunging of convictions for marijuana use. So again, we think that they will sign any legislation that comes to their desk. And the key is with this action here, you see this huge volume coming into the stock. We saw on Friday over $32 million in dollar volume on 20,000 trades. Heavy dollar volume is a signal that we look for, with a lot of trades. So these are retail investors and better, high dollar investors, that are buying, bigger stakes in the company. And this is indeed a positive and is something that we look forward to. And this is that momentum, and the bigger traders are buying CBD, and they're not flippers. They'll buy and hold. So if at current levels, CBD of Denver has a market cap of just 70 million, we still think it's cheap. It's not as undervalued as it was at you know, 0.001, but it's still you know, cheap considering how the revenue, you know, the revenue growth. You know, we saw 1,000% revenue growth to 5.9 million in sales. You know, and then looking at the financials, the company is just 261,000 in debt. So this is a company with a great balance sheet, growing revenues, great business. You have the macro pictures looking great. So you know, we saw some profit taking here on Friday, and this is bound to happen. You know, we encourage our subscribers, take profits. You will never go broke taking a profit. You know, this is, don't get greedy. Always take some money off the table, and then when you get these big, you know, once it becomes a big runner, you know, TSNP, ENZC, now CBD, you can buy the dips and sell the rips. So put in a bid, you know, below put in an order below the bid. Once you get filled, buy it, and then you wait. You'll get another move higher. You know, put an order, you know, above the ask, and you'll get filled. You know, and just, you know, don't day trade these stocks. You know, if you want to day trade, you know, go see that clown Tim Sykes. You know, he's the type of guy, he'll make you a couple $100 today and lose you 1,000. You know, we can't day trade. I mean, you know, it's just, in our opinion, stupid in penny stocks. You know, there's other much better markets to day trade than penny stocks. Penny stocks, you know, I look at, one of the best ways to look at penny stocks is imagine you're your own venture capitalist. Okay, so let's say you have $10,000 to invest. Well, you never take the $10,000 and put it into one penny stock. That's foolishness. I mean, yeah, you hear stories, oh yeah, I put 10 grand in and it went to 2 million. Okay, he got lucky. You know what I mean? The real story is, you take 10 grand, you put $1,000 into, you know, 10 penny stocks. You know, some work out, but you get, you know, one TSNP, one CBD, one ENZC, you know, and you're sitting on over 100 grand. You know, and you know, that's how you make money in penny stocks, and that's how a venture capitalist makes money financing, you know, doing venture capital. You know, he puts money into 10 deals, you know, 7 of them go belly up, but 2 or 3 are absolute home runs, and that more than makes up for any losers. So, you know, again, in penny stocks, if you think everyone's going to be a winner, you know, we got a bridge to sell you. You know, so don't get caught up in, you know, one trade or whatever. You know, use common sense, listen to your gut, and don't get greedy. Always take some money off the table and trade cautiously and you know, and as we say, you know, smart. Um, you know, lastly, you know, we just want to reiterate, you know, we always alert our subscribers first before we, you know, publish for our regular readers. You know, this is the value of having a subscription to Insider Financial, which, you know, you can sign up over here at, you know, signup.insiderfinancial.com. You know, we alert our subscribers with our best ideas before regular readers, and this is the service that we provide. And you know, we recommend you go and sign up. And that's about it. So, you know, we're really pleased that you know, CBDD is another big winner. We're on the hunt for our next big winner. We're doing our research now. We hope to have something this week. We will be alerting our subscribers before anyone else, so we don't post, you know, before on social media. So you must enter your email. You're not going to see us alerting early on social media ever. We only alert via email and SMS. So if you're a subscriber and you caught the move in CBD, congrats. Hope you book some profits on Friday. Let's see how Monday's action is. We're going to look at loading on the dip. And we wish everyone a wonderful weekend. Stay safe. Be careful with COVID. Don't spread it to your loved ones. Use common sense. And we wish everyone a wonderful weekend and a profitable trading week coming up. Take care, and thanks again for watching. And remember, hit the subscribe and the thumbs up. And take care, everyone, and we will be coming live with another video shortly. Thanks. Bye-bye.